Everything you need for tonight's Minute to Win It is right in your backyard. Go get your grills, hula hoops, flippers, and finally put that kite to good use. The Minute to Win It summer episode, tonight, 8/7 Central on NBC.
For a couple that spied together.
I will help you, but my wife can never know about my involvement, ever.
He should know.
Hey, honey.
She'll know. Undercovers, a new series from J.J. Abrams, this fall on NBC.
6 out of 10 Americans are now in debt. If your credit card bills are piling up and your balance just isn't going down, call Consolidated Credit now. They'll get the credit card companies to reduce or eliminate your interest. They're the freedom people.
Free, free, free.
Only Consolidated Credit has the Freedom Quest program. Call 1-800-774-8317, 774-8317.
Consolidated Credit. When credit card debt is the problem, they're the solution.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. There's a sale on crystal clear Xfinity TV.
With hundreds of digital channels and an on-demand library approaching 20,000 choices.
That's just too much fun. Continue.
Get started with Xfinity TV for just $29.99 a month for 6 months. Watch thousands of on-demand choices, including primetime shows, kids' favorites, and hit movies. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Call 1-800-XFINITY now and get HD DVR included for 3 months.
Seniors, if you're tired of rising rents and utility costs, Shag is your solution. Spacious 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are available throughout Kent to seniors with a modest income at an affordable rent. Access-controlled entryways, elevator service, and laundry facilities on every floor, and monthly potlucks make Shag's Apartments in Kent the perfect place to call home. Give us a call and see which fun event we're planning this week. Senior Housing Assistance Group, where the lifestyle is rich and the rents are affordable.
Give Shag a call and tell him Stuart sent you.
We know they are always there for us. And the USO is always there for them. The USO, until everyone comes home.
It's a new day all over.
Welcome back once again to New Day. Thanks for sticking around. I know we've barely gotten into the best part of summer and it is almost back to school time, but there are some cool new gadgets to make studying more fun once the kids are back in the classroom. Our friend and author of the book Gadget Nation, Steve Greenberg, is here to show us what is new for heading back to school. Welcome back.
Thanks
you
so
for
much.
coming.
Thank you. My pleasure. I
You.
love coming here. And you know, when I was a kid, going back to school meant like a new lunchbox, maybe corduroys.
It's different
Forget
now.
about it now. It's
These
all
kids
tech
today.
stuff. Check out this pen, for example. This is called the Echo pen. It's from a company called LiveScribe. And this actually records the audio and when you're in a lecture situation while you're doing it, and you're taking notes down. And when you go back and you touch your notes, like I'm going to do right here. Hold up. Don't you love live TV? It plays it back for you.
In theory, that's exactly what it does.
And honestly, it does it every single time, except right now.
Okay.
This is going to be a first for it. Isn't
Is
that
it
annoying? There we go. Oh. There we go. I'm stubborn with it. Okay. It plays it back. I swear to you.
Is the recorder inside this little part here?
Absolutely, yeah. And what it does is it records while you're taking the notes, and when you go back and touch those notes,
I hear
there
it.
we go. It's playing back what it was recording when I took those notes.
Interesting. So
And-
you've actually, that is terrific.
and
Why do you
it'll-
have to take notes? Then? You just
Well,
listen
exactly.
to
Well,
it.
you could even just write 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you just grab it from there. But this way it kind of coordinates it. It's great for students, great for reporters too. But what's also good about it is it'll do things like transcribe English to Spanish. You can load all this onto your computer.
Out of the pen?
Out of the pen. All of this is right in this piece of hardware, which is pretty amazing. Isn't
And it
incredible?
costs how much?
Depending on how much memory you get, it started at about $170 to about $200.
Fantastic.
It's pretty amazing.
Okay,
Echo
great.
from LiveScribe.
Echo.
Now, right over here we have, this is pretty cool. This is an app enhanced. Let me just put this in here. One, two, up. Well, everything is not being set up today. I don't know what happened. Everything was set up perfectly.
That's, just
Okay,
the
yeah.
joy of technology.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
me. I'm like, the cooler
She's
in
sending it-
gambling.
she's
I'm
sending-
like the cooler in technology.
Okay. This is iHome. This is the IA5 app enhanced alarm clock. What you do is you put your iPhone or iPod into it. It's a charging station. It's a speaker docking station as well. But what it will also do is it'll give you your update, because an app you actually download into your iPhone that will give you like your overnight Facebook information and Twitter. You can set up your playlist for going to bed, a wake-up playlist that's different, all through this. It's available to Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's under $80 feature.
That's amazing. My son would love that because you can change your playlist depending on whether it's Saturday or Monday.
Exactly. You can actually organize for every day of the week, and you can pull this off, and it becomes a regular alarm clock as well.
Oh, that's great. Does it charge up your iPod
And it charges it as well. It's a docking station, so it's a great way to go. Now, this is called a boogie board. This is basically it's an LED writing tablet. It's sort of like a high-tech memo pad. So I've written something on it right there, if you can see on the camera. And all you do is push this button, and it erases it. So this would be great for a dorm room door, or just for practicing your handwriting for a smaller kid.
Sort of like a high-tech Etch-a-Sketch or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in some ways, but you don't have to shake it. It has like 5,000 things. So you can write, I'm squiggling here, and then you just give it into a camera where you can see it.
And we don't have to waste paper that way.
Exactly. It's very green for that reason. It's very good.
And the price on that, did you say?
Under $35.
Under $35.
Boogie board. It's from a company called Improv Electronics.
Okay.
Now, this is pretty cool. This is an LED TV, so it's LED, so top line 1080p, so it's high def quality. It's from Westinghouse.
Like I know what you're talking about, but that's really good,
right? The best you can get is 1080p LED, and this is from Westinghouse. Check a look how thin this thing is. I'm going to turn it right over here if the camera can see it. Look how thin this is, and how light it is. It's less than 10 pounds, which is amazing.
That'd be perfect to take
Perfect for a dorm room.
Yeah.
But not only is it TV, you can also use it as your computer monitor for your laptop, for your computer. So it has dual function. It's great for gaming because it's 1080p. And the most amazing part is it's under $400, which is phenomenal. From actually Costco and other places, but under $400 is pretty amazing.
Westinghouse. Okay, terrific.
Okay, moving down, you have a great computer and whatnot. You want a really good printer. This one is also pretty amazing. This is from Epson, and this is a combination. This is Stylus NX420. It's a printer, copier, scanner, all in one. It'll also color correct photos. So you've got some photos here that need a color correction. It does that for you. Got some more here.
It does it automatically?
Automatically. You can tweak it yourself, but it actually has a setting so you can do it automatically. This also wireless. This is the first combo printer like this that's also wireless that's under $100.
It's under $100?
So that means if you be in a dorm situation, 4 or 5 of you can all share it together because it's all wireless. You don't have to plug any wires into it.
Send your pictures back and forth.
I actually made this cover right over here, and if I had been able to do this when I was in school, I would have gotten much better grades.
Much better grades, absolutely. Okay, now you've got my favorite thing. I love these little notebook computers.
This is really, well, this is a little netbook computer. This is very cool from MSI, but this is actually very cool. This is called from Antec, and this is a cooler for your laptop. You just place it on here. You can then put it on your lap if you want to work on your lap, or you could just put it on a desktop. It's kind of ergonomically designed. It just plugs into the USB port. What's amazing about it is that most people don't realize what kills your laptop is heat. You actually cook it to death. By keeping this cooler on it, you're going to get a lot more time use out of it. And plus, you can put it on your lap as well, so it doesn't cook your legs as well.
Sort of
Under $40 from Antec. They're actually the same folks that make a very small, super small power adapter.
Love it. Now my favorite. Things that almost my favorite.
No, this is very cool. This is called a Say So clip. You see the little paper clip right there? It's actually got a recording device on it. So when you play back, here we'll play it back. It said Gadget Nation makes a great gift. Shameless plug. But that said, it's really cool. So you can actually leave yourself notes. You just change the things like, hey, file this away.
Yeah,
or this is it. So instead it's sort of like a digital Post-it note.
For people who have no memory, that's great. You have to buy devices that have memory.
Very cool.
Okay.
And then finally,
now my favorite.
Kids love soda, right? Don't kids love soda? Yeah, okay. But you know, soda's expensive. It's high in calories and whatnot. This is a way of making homemade soda, low in calories, less sugar, less carbs, and less cost. And it's also greener.
Love it.
This is from a company called SodaStream. And what you do is you just put water in here like this. I'll get to a cooking segment just like Casey. Here we go. And you just push this here, and you put the bubbles into it. When you hear a noise, it's gonna sound a little rude. Hang on. That noise.
Gee,
excuse me.
That scared me.
Burritos for breakfast. Anyway,
Steve.
you then have seltzer there. Then you can add any of these flavors. You can add a Red Bull flavor. You can cola, root beer. I decided for us, we were going to make a pink grapefruit. So
that sounded best to me too.
Pink grapefruit right here, and we're going to test it out.
Okay. Wow. And so we know we really have fizz.
Real bubble. We've got an elegant glass here.
Oh, look at you. You brought ice in the whole thing.
Yeah, and I had to make it a little diluted because the ice melts a little bit.
Look at that. Nice and bubbly.
Tell me how it is. It matches her sweater, which is really amazing.
Hey, that's really delicious.
Isn't it delicious? It's easy to make, a lot of fun too.
Wow.
Normally a can of soda is about 33 cents. This is about 12 cents. And environmentally, this is all recycled materials. Plus, cans of soda aren't being carted all over the country. It's
love it.
It's environmentally friendly, and kids love soda. Great way to go.
$90.
Starts at $90.
You could send this to college with your child.
And no batteries, no plugs needed. It just uses a condenser in there.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
Those are all great ideas, and I love that they're not expensive. Steve's book, which is called
Gadget Nation.
There we go. It's available in stores now. We'll have a link to where you can find all of these cool toys on our website, so you don't have to memorize all this stuff on king5.com/newday. Now, when we come back, we're going to learn some new ways to downsize your living space without losing your style. We'll be right back. Thanks again. Those are great.
I compete in extreme sports.
I'm a musician. I'm a student.
What do we have in common?
We all go to high school online with Kaplan Academy.
Kaplan Academy is a public school. It's online.
We can go to school online instead of sitting in a classroom.
It's not a GED program. It's real high school. 2 million kids have already made the switch to online.
Kaplan Academy is high school on my terms.
Totally flexible.
Anytime, anywhere, with courses designed just for me. And there's a ton of personalized one-on-one teacher support. I can even IM my teachers. And when I enrolled, they gave me a free laptop to use.
My parents can follow my progress. There are no surprises for them.
And my parents love it. Tuition's free.
Free is good.
These are our terms. Kaplan Academy is our school.
Log on or call a Kaplan Academy counselor now. When you enroll, you may qualify for the use of a free laptop. Call now. Call 877-394-8450. That's 877-394-8450.
To keep my body looking great, I have to control my appetite. I found a healthy way to put my hunger on hold with Underway.
Underway, the delicious low-calorie appetite suppressant supplement, tastes great without any sugar, sodium, or caffeine. Underway contains vitamins and a natural super fiber. Just one 10-calorie serving delivers that feeling of fullness.
I'm into this because it helps me get into this.
Visit tryunderway.com or look for delicious flavors of Underway appetite suppressant here.
The most important part of any denture is the fit, and you'll find the perfect fit at Concept Denture Clinic. We manufacture complete and partial dentures. We make repairs and reline dentures, and our lab is on site, so our service is immediate. For added convenience, we have a dentist on staff. And Concept Denture Clinic offers the latest in minimally invasive mini implants that can be done in one day. For high quality, fast, and convenient service, we're the perfect fit. Call us or visit us on the web. Concept Denture Clinic. Financing available.
Morning sneaks up on you fast and disappears even faster. So King 5 Morning News wastes no time in preparing you for the day ahead.
New information for you now.
See what's happening here at home and across the globe.
Now going live to Washington, D.C.
And when the big story breaks, you're there.
First on the scene this morning.
All new, all morning.
Only King 5 cameras were there.
Always.
We have some afternoon thunderstorms headed
at 4:30, 5, and 6. King 5 Morning News is coverage you can count on.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Selden's Home Furnishings.
It's a new day.
Hi again. With the economic downturn, we're all finding ways to watch our spending, and many of us are choosing to downsize our homes, or maybe the kids are off to college and it's time for a smaller place. But less square footage does not mean less style. In fact, downsizing can give us some new decorating opportunities, and Jill Julam from Selden's Home Furnishings is back to help us out with some ideas. And you don't even have to downsize to enjoy this. I love the double purpose stuff. So what have you brought? Clever
Well, first
ideas.
of all, I brought your storage ottoman, which you can find these all over the place.
Look at
and
that.
It's got the little
There's
table.
a tray on the other
side. You can put blankets, video games, whatever you want in it.
That seems ideal, because
Yes.
we always have stuff like video games, that kind of thing, to put away. But if you're downsizing, who knows what it is? But you're right, blankets,
and it
anything you
acts
want.
as an ottoman. It acts as extra seating if you need it.
Or a
we
table.
also brought a little side table, and the top actually comes off of this. So again, you get lots of storage and
That's
that kind
pretty.
of thing. Yeah. The chair I'm sitting in is actually a dining chair. So you can bring this into a conversation if you have a real small living area and you only have maybe a love seat and a chair,
Right.
and you've got guests over, you can bring your dining chair over.
Just
so,
double purpose the chairs. Now this I really love.
This is an awesome coffee table.
Look at that.
It's got ottomans that slide underneath it.
So it could be seating, or you
Yep.
just push it in and it
doesn't
fits
have
under the table.
any bigger footprint than a regular coffee table, but you get the 2 extra seats with it.
That's terrific. And the
Yeah.
fact that it's leather means that if you have a little spill,
Yes.
not that that would ever happen.
Not that that would ever happen.
Then it's leather. And so we have some pictures also of some great ways to save some space. What have you got?
We do. The first picture we have is a storage pedestal. And this you can put artwork on, you can put a plant on it,
That's
whatever
pretty.
you want. But it opens up and you can store CDs, you can store books, you can store anything
And
in
that's
there.
nice because you don't have to take the top off of it and whatever you have on top of it
Exactly.
off too. Okay, what
Exactly.
else?
The next picture we have, this is actually a chest for an entry area, but it's a file cabinet. And it's beautiful.
So is it
really
made
beautiful.
inside to actually put the files in?
The files actually
There
go
we
in
go.
there. So if you have, maybe you've sacrificed the home office to move into a smaller unit, but you still need a file cabinet, so that's a great piece.
You don't think we should just stack them on top of each other on the floor with the papers falling out like I do? I think that might be a better idea.
Yeah.
And then you also brought a photo of an ottoman that's pretty special.
Yeah, an ottoman as a coffee table is very common now. Again, it acts as extra seating if you have additional people in your home, but you can also put a pretty tray on it and it functions as a coffee table as well.
Well, so as a decorator, if somebody came in and said that they were downsizing, what are the first things you ought to think about?
Well, the first thing you really have to do is to figure out which pieces are coming with you and which you're going to give up. Because when you go from, say, a 3,000 square foot home to a 1,200 square foot condo, obviously you're not going to be able to accommodate all of your furniture. So you need to get with a designer and have a floor plan established so that you know which pieces will fit, which you're going to give up, maybe give them to family members or donate them to a charity.
Do you find that that's hard for people?
It's very difficult because sometimes you have an emotional attachment to something, or maybe you've invested a lot of money in this beautiful bedroom set and you don't want to give it up. But keep in mind, there is somebody out there that could use that beautiful bedroom set.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's good advice. Thank you. I actually look forward to downsizing. I figure the less there is to dust, the better my life is. So I look forward to that. Jill,
Less
thank you very
cleaning.
much. If you have home decorating questions or if you're looking for more great ideas about downsizing, you can visit Jill at Selden's in Tacoma. And a link to Selden's website will be on king5.com/new day. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet the local author and mother who changed her family's life by showing them the world and wrote a book about it. We'll be right back.
Today on King 5 News at noon.
Memorial service will be held tonight for a Tacoma woman killed by a stray bullet on her front porch. The service for Lisa Melanson will begin at 7 tonight at the Tacoma Dome's Exposition Center. I'm Joyce Taylor, also making news. McDonald's is trying to go local at its Pacific Northwest locations. The fast food chain says 95% of its potatoes will come from Northwest farms. 95% of its fish will also be from Northwest waters.
Are you drowning in debt, losing your home or car? Are your wages being garnished? Who can pay these obscene interest rates? Thousands of good people are out of work. Bankruptcy can stop all creditors and erase the entire debt, or reorganize your bills for a fresh start.
At Phillips Webster, we've helped many people just like you, and we accept cases statewide with little or no money down. Help is only a smart call away. Phillips Webster. Pick up the phone and dial 1-800-BANKRUPT. That's 1-800-BANKRUPT. Call now.
Look a little too familiar? Then get out and spend the day in awe at Northwest Trek Wildlife Park. Experience the heart-racing thrill of wild animals this close and explore the great outdoors like never before. Spend the day inspired by the Northwest's wildest wonders, just a short drive from your own backyard. Spend the day in awe at Northwest Trek Wildlife Park.
Get new flooring for every room of your house during Empire's whole house sale. Buy 2 rooms of flooring and get the rest of your rooms free. Cha-ching! Shop at home for leading brands like Armstrong and Shaw. Get professional installation even next day. Buy 2 rooms, get the rest free with no interest for a year. Hurry! Our whole house sale won't last long. Buy 2 rooms, get the rest free.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Oh my gosh, are those the jeans from last year? How'd you do it?
Simple stuff. Eating right, whole grain.
Whole grain.
People who eat more whole grain tend to have healthier body weights. Multigrain Cheerios has 5 whole grains and 110 lightly sweetened calories. More grains, less you. Multigrain Cheerios.
King 5 News, weather and traffic on your iPhone, free on iTunes.
It's a new day all over.
Welcome back. Leaving the hustle bustle of your everyday life behind to move to France for a year sounds fantastic and maybe impossible for some of us, so we're going to live vicariously today. It's exactly what local author Shawn Underwood did back in 2001. She uprooted her family from their Seattle home to live abroad for a year, staying mostly in France and traveling to exotic places like Egypt and Ibiza. Through it all, she learned a lot of lessons, and she's here to share them with us today. So please welcome the author of the book, get this, Mommy, Are We French Yet? Shawn Underwood. Shawn, come on out. Have a seat. So where are you from? Where do you live around here?
I'm from South Seattle. I live in Burien, Three Tree Point.
And so what in the world got into you that you would think, yeah, a year overseas would be great?
Well, actually my parents had done a similar trip when I was in college, and it was a good time for us to leave. My kids were at a good age. You don't want to leave when they're in high school because they'll really throw up a fuss, and we both work from home. And so
it was possible. How old were the kids at the time?
They were 11, 12, and 8.
So how
and
did
they
you
all
find
have
a-
birthdays over there.
Oh, that's great. How did you find a place to live and decide where you wanted to stay?
We first decided on Italy, actually, and we couldn't get the kids into the school we wanted them to get into. It was Florence, and there was just a huge waiting list. So then we decided Spain, and we actually took a trip to Spain.
Oh, we're looking at your family. There in the picture, see?
Oh, and we actually took a trip to Spain, but it just didn't work out. We didn't find a good place to live over there, and we didn't like the food. So then...
What's not to like about the food in France? So
I know. So then actually I was reading a column in the newspaper, I think it was Jean Godin, and she just went on and on about France. And I thought, you know, that maybe France will work. And so I started to do research on schools and found out there was just a ton of schools. And then my sister and her husband and Craig and I took a trip over there, and you know, just everything just fell into place.
What was the best part about sharing a year like that with your kids, with your family?
You know, we were together a lot. I mean, eventually we were all sick of each other, but I mean, we were really together a lot, and we did not have after-school activities like you do here in the United States. So, and in fact, we didn't even have a television. I mean, we had a television, but we didn't have any channels we could watch. So
you spent time together, and I'm sure it must have been such a horizon-broadening kind of experience for the children.
Yeah, because when the kids started school, most of the kids in the school spoke 3 or 4 languages. And, you know, my kids speak, at the time, they spoke 1 language. And so they had to jump right into French, and that was really unnerving for them. But they did end up having to speak French on the playground. And I noticed, you know, when we would go get our hair cut or whatever, they totally understood what was going on.
Absolutely. Kids learn so much faster. Your sister, Shannon Underwood, is in the audience. Shannon,
Yes,
where
she
are you?
is.
There you are. And you lived over in France as well during the same period, right?
Yes, I did. We lived about, 2-3 miles away, so we got to see a lot of each other. It made the whole experience much better because you had your familial support group with all these strange things happening around you.
Was it fun? I mean, it just sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it really was great. We did things that we hadn't known that we were going to do before, and had all kinds of fun adventures. And the fun thing was we could share them with each other.
Right.
And so I know you had a terrible experience at the end of this where there was a home invasion crime, and you sort of learned what maybe you might have done differently if you were going to do this.
Right.
So we only have just a few seconds, but give me like your top 3 bits of advice if anybody is thinking about going overseas to live.
Well, first of all, just because of that one experience, I never wear jewelry ever traveling anymore because I stood out as a target.
Somebody followed you home?
Yeah. I found that out later.
So don't do that.
Don't do that. And you know, if you're going to go to another country and you're actually going to live there, you simply have to know, you know, some language. You start out every sentence in French, and you be humble. You are an uninvited guest in someone else's country.
So learn the language. And
Yeah,
another
learn the
idea.
language. What else?
In terms of getting your kids ready, what would you say?
Oh, the kids, you know, the kids never wanted to go. They never wanted to go. But once they were there, we talked about it for 2 years. And once we were there, I think they really acclimated quite well, and they made a lot of friends over there. And the best thing for them was they came back and went right into Spanish, and now two out of the three are very good in Spanish.
Well, it's a wonderful book. I highly recommend it. It's fun to learn through this experience, and you were very honest in the book. I appreciate that too. So to get your own copy of Mommy, Are We Friends Yet? Please visit our website. Everybody in the studio audience gets a copy today, free. So stay with us. There's more New Day Northwest right after this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seniors, if you're tired of rising rents and utility costs, the Auburn Court Apartments is your solution. Spacious 1 and 2 bedroom apartments are available to seniors with a modest income at an affordable rent, and most utilities are included too. Auburn Court is the perfect place to live with beautiful enclosed courtyards and gorgeous fountains. Join in for monthly potlucks or try your luck at bingo every Friday. Senior Housing Assistance Group, where the lifestyle is rich and the rents are affordable.
Give Shag a call and tell him Stuart sent you.
Roy Robinson Subaru in Marysville and online at royrobinson.com.
Their marriage, loving. There's only one thing missing.
I can't remember the last time we danced.
Spice.
You feel like it? We're so overdue. I'm so exhausted.
I know who you are. I'm here to see if you two would come back to assist us.
You know we resigned
5 years ago, yes. Are you in or out?
But once you say I do,
I will help you. But my wife can never know about my involvement, ever.
everything becomes need to know.
Hey, honey.
Sometimes the best way to spice things up
Sexpionage always works.
Did you just say the word sexpionage? Nice meeting you again.
is a little covert action.
You're not trying to use sexpionage on me.
Maybe I am.
Get around.
Undercovers, a new series from J.J. Abrams this fall on NBC. News to you on your iPhone. The King 5 News app. News, weather, sports, anytime, anywhere. Go to king5.com and download it today.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 150. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Dora, the youngest teacher in the world, and we've had some time now to watch the show. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, it was very fun.
You are a very competent co-host, and welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
And you have an event you wanted to mention.
Yes, TEDx Redmond, TED, letter X Redmond, and it's by youth, for youth, September 18th. Check us out.
And what are you going to do? You're going to have speakers and other kids who are extraordinary in various ways to speak to one another?
Jordan Romero, he climbed Mount Everest at 13. We're having him come and speak. Jessica Markowitz found her own charity for girls in Rwanda. Tons of amazing speakers talking to kids, really getting us all motivated to do great things.
Well, congratulations. It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure getting to know you, and I look forward to you coming back.
Thank you.
So, thank you. I would say that it's adorable, actually. Hope you had a great day. So a big shout out to a bunch of the groups we have in the studio today. First to the wonderful people from the Burien Community Center. Thank you so much. Also, we have our Campfire Girls. They're celebrating their 100th anniversary in a big way. And you can go to our website for all the fun details. And all the way from Japan, it's so much fun here that people have come from Japan, high school students from Japan. Konnichiwa, and thank you for being here. And then we'd love to have you come down to our studio anytime. For tickets, just call the number on your screen, or you can send us an email to newdaytickets@king5.com. Getting tickets is perfectly easy. Now, just quickly, what's coming up tomorrow? The Cheesecake Factory is going to be here in the studio, so we're having cheesecake tomorrow. We're also doing some movie reviews with Laramie Legal. He's going to tell us about Dinner for Schmucks and Salt, and I think also Inception, the big new hit. So join us then. In the meantime, the news at noon is next. We hope you have a great new day. Bye-bye.
Some segments of New Day Northwest are paid for by these fine sponsors.